Early start this morning, we're off to Middlesbrough to see my man Imran and Joe Maphosa. Few hours on the road and we're nearly at Middlesbrough. It's finally coming up on the map. Happy days. Made it up to Teeside just to see Joe Maphosa now, getting weighed in and measured, getting ready for his big debut in Leeds.
You raise your thoughts, let go to a higher ground. Invite the guiding light inside the door. Let yourself be one with the ocean floor. No gold is not in her. She's a dime.
I'm on the drive home from Teeside. Got Joe Maphosa weighed in and measured for the start of his training camp for his pro debut on 13th of May in Leeds. I spent some time with the main man Imran and I caught up with Josh Lever. Always a pleasure spending time with the boys up in the northeast. You can split body composition measured into two categories. There's obviously the static facilities that have got the big equipment, and then there's the mobile methods. The method I use is a system called Body Metrics, and it's a handheld ultrasound system, and it measures, you pick points on the body to measure, and it measures the fat layer between the underside of the skin and the muscle. You do that on several points on the body, and that gives you your fat percentage once you run it through the calculation. I use this as a mobile method. I find it to be the most accurate, but more importantly the more consistent of the mobile methods, so that's why I use the ultrasound scanner. But there is several different ways. So all of the static equipment where you need to go to a facility, the gold standard for measuring body composition is called a DEXA scan. It's a full body scan. You lay down on the equipment and it gives you a full body X-ray and measures the fat in your entire body. That's the gold standard. Then we come down to the bod pods, which is an air displacement system. So it measures the amount of air that's displaced in the pod while you're sitting in there, and that measures your mass. And then there's the water displacement method, where you're dunked into a swimming pool, and that measures the amount of water that's displaced to get your mass. And then moving on to the mobile methods, again the most accurate I find is the ultrasound scanner. Then you've got skin fold calipers, where you pinch each area of each area you want to measure. You do a pinch and you measure it with the calipers. And then you've got the electrical impedance scales, where you stand on the scales, sends an electric current through your body, and the time it takes for that current to travel back to the scales is how that measures your body fat percentage. But those can be a little bit inconsistent. Just pulled up at Sparta in Chingford. Got Matty and Liam's weekly weight checks for their fight in 3 weeks' time.
know gold is not in her. She's a diamond under her. Wanna lay it down, I'll try my heart. Though I know gold is not in her.
It wasn't no second.
Our body breaks down food into 3 separate macronutrients, and those macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins and fats, and each macronutrient does a different function within the body. Carbohydrates' main function is to provide energy to the body, and it's the body's main energy source when exercising. Protein can also be used as an energy source, energy function, but its main function in the body is for tissue repair and muscle repair and cell regeneration. And then you've got fat, which is the villain, or the old style villain of the diet. And fat again is used as energy, also used as our insulation system. Is also used for transporting fat soluble vitamins around the body. And fat plays a vital part in every cell function within the body. Those are your macronutrients. And then when you hear people talk about macro ratios, they're simply talking about the quantity of each macronutrient in a certain food they're eating, or the accumulation of their foods throughout the day.
Yeah.